Perimenopause isn't the beginning of the end. What if your mood swings weren't a hormonal curse, but a spiritual calling? Here's the truth. Your hormones aren't trying to ruin your life. They're trying to get your attention. Today, we're diving deep into perimenopause, bioidentical hormones, and the sacred mess of becoming. What if your mood swings weren't a hormonal curse, but a spiritual calling? What if your midlife wasn't a breakdown, but a biochemical initiation? Stay with me. Today, we're diving deep into perimenopause, bioidentical hormones, and the sacred mess of becoming. Welcome to Treated, where science meets soul. I'm Dr. Sara SZAL'S, a medical doctor, mother, and hormone whisperer. This is the show where we don't pathologize women, we empower them. Let's go. We'll start with the wake-up call. Perimenopause isn't the beginning of the end. It's the beginning of the beginning. I want you to imagine a woman, let's say 43. Her sleep is fragmented. Her moods are swinging like a metronome in a hurricane. Her periods are either ghosting her or showing up like a crime scene. She's told by her doctor, it's normal, but it doesn't feel normal. It feels like a betrayal, or maybe an initiation. Here's the truth. Your hormones aren't trying to ruin your life. They're trying to get your attention. Progesterone drops first, then estrogen follows. And when those two dance out of sync, your brain, your sleep, your libido, they all throw their own tantrums. It's messy, but it's also sacred. Midlife is when your body starts to whisper before it starts to scream. What is perimenopause? Let's define the terms. Perimenopause is the 2 to 10 years before your final menstrual period. In my case, it lasted 20 years. It's not menopause. Menopause is when you have an entire year, 12 months, without a period. Or if you've had a hysterectomy or an ablation, you measure something called follicle-stimulating hormone in your blood, and it's above 25 to 35. Perimenopause is a hormonal roller coaster. Most women start to feel changes between 35 and 45. Earlier, if you've had trauma, nutrient deficiencies, or you're just super attuned to your body. What are the signs? Mood changes. Mid-cycle insomnia, shorter cycles, heavier periods, rage that you didn't order from Amazon Prime. And your OB might run labs and say, you're fine. But guess what? You can have normal labs and still be in the thick of perimenopause. The ovaries don't send calendar invites. So it takes decoding what's going on with your body, recognizing the symptoms, and putting it together with laboratory values. So what can we do? If you're wondering what the hell is happening to you, I want you to shift that to how do I support this transition? So let's talk about some of the tools. It's important to track your cycle and your symptoms. You can use apps like Clue or MyFlow. You can also start taking vitamin C. Your adrenals need it to make progesterone. Generally, I recommend somewhere around 750 to 1,000 milligrams a day. You could consider Vitex, also known as chasteberry. It's a botanical therapy that nudges your pituitary to support progesterone production. And that's been demonstrated in randomized trials, including one from Stanford. So I call this the hormonal soft landing protocol. Sleep, protein, lifting heavy things, and nutrients that support your ovulation. What about hormone therapy? I feel like we're still in this fog that we're emerging from when it comes to hormone therapy. Here we're talking about bioidentical hormones, not horse pee or synthetic imposters, but the real hormones that your body recognizes, biologically identical to what your body always made. So here are some of the best options that I recommend in my practice and I take myself. Number 1, an estradiol patch. I like transdermal because it limits your risk of clotting. micronized progesterone, oral, which helps with sleep, balances estrogen, and helps to stabilize your endometrial lining and protect it from developing cancer. Vaginal DHEA, which helps with libido and tissue support. I take all 3 of these. So when should you start? I don't recommend waiting until you're fully menopausal. Sometimes earlier is better, before your brain forgets what estrogen feels like. You want to work with someone who understands the terrain, someone who's got excellent clinical training, not just conventional style, but understands functional medicine, and how to personalize medicine for you. Because this is not a one-size-fits-all gig. So what does no one tell you about perimenopause? Here's what the pamphlet doesn't say. You might cry in the grocery store aisle for no apparent reason. You might feel like your ambition has ghosted you. You might feel like an alien in your own body. And that doesn't mean you're broken. We are gaslit to believe that midlife means decline. But what if it's an emergence? What if your body is not betraying you, but instead inviting you to slow down, to reassess, to rewrite the story? So here's the Dr. Sara soft landing plan. These are 6 steps to a smoother ride in perimenopause. Number 1, track your cycle and symptoms. Number 2, sleep. It's non-negotiable. Number 3, nutrients, including vitamin C, B6, and magnesium. Number 4, botanicals, like Vitex, sometimes rhodiola. And number 5, exercise. Lift heavy, walk daily, 10 to 12,000 steps a day. Number 6, consider hormone therapy with a skilled practitioner. And bonus, number 7, be gentle with yourself. This isn't a crisis. It's a conversation between your biology and your becoming. If this podcast resonated with you, please share it with a sister. Leave a review. Better yet, start the conversation with your doctor or your journal tonight. Grab my free perimenopause survival guide in the show notes. It's got the tools we talked about, plus a few surprising downloads for your soul. In future episodes, we'll talk about some of the key menopause myths, what happens with sex and sleep and second chances. Until then, stay treated.